have to give my whole name, but not now. Uh, it is just that before I forget, and I've forgotten after making this group, Facebook has restricted me and can't go live there. And also for 3 days, Facebook restricted me from posting on my groups, but not sharing and posting on my profile. I don't know why this recently. And the live stream has been like for an indefinite period. They haven't told me that they have indefinitely. Uh, I don't. Is it a restriction? Okay. Before I forget now, the reason why I've come here, I asked God directly this time, who is my enemy, and the name that has come. The reason why I made the group, changed the name, and put a criminal case against these two is because what they my whole I'll give my background is there on Facebook, different groups about my case and condition, although the live streams are deleted now in 30 days, so even the old live streams deleted in 30 days. I'll have to use YouTube. I hope that is fine with you all here who have subscribed to me, my channel, for being an ex-Muslim. And please read the description of my channel, that this is about my health and human welfare and anything we can get our hands on to help people in any way, those people who are calling out for help and need help, not go inside their houses like without. So the ones who are saying we need help, asking for help here, very complicated case. So thank you for subscribing for that. If you have also, because a lot of it's I a lot of terrible things going, horrible things happening around the world. I shared those videos which I find on YouTube on that. What's happening in UK, the horrible tragedies. Even now, recently in Amsterdam, the protest. Why was the protest? Against immigration. A lot of problems. So we want to get to people who need our help and to really help them if we can. So another thing is that I had to make this group because I thought, okay, the person who, my relative and all, and what's happened to me, I could be killed through black magic, right? And I'm being looked at, watched right now and smiling. It's really terrible. It's so bad since year 2000. So, and if I can, when I talk about it, the asar, the thing is less on, it gets like this person, now the watching feeling, now that person has stopped, the male, whatever creature, jinn or spirit. Okay, someone, long time ago, although I haven't asked the family, so I'd rather keep the names, but since I to make videos, keep the names secret, not give out the names here. One of my mother's, someone I know, they made him go crazy, insane. His mother went from pillar to post, and they found out that some say that who the experts, told them that some friend jealous maybe, and so he gave in betel nut leaf, the pan we have, to him. Oh, and it's terrible, yeah. So my mother saw her relative in that psychiatric, coming out of the psychiatric shock room, bleeding with a bleeding nose, and she used to go, that was her psychiatric doctor too. So I can see it's very terrible, it's very painful. And then recently, when I asked God this, of course, they say not to overthink about it because, like you can't have that evidence. You've got to see the evidence, like the way people betray you and all this. Like recently, also, like Ben Brown's videos in her videos I found here, like in 5 statements people make before. So sorry to a person betraying you so cleverly and covertly, right? Through their statements, you can tell, but like I don't think the courts would take this as serious or enough evidence even to call it criminalize it. So 5 statements people make before they betray you. Beware. The Rational Stoic channel on YouTube from there. So now a middle class family they came from. Now my enemies, I've been told it's them, it's not my father. And how they brought up, now I can take their names because according to lies against me, and here in the UAE, although the laws are very strict, at least open my eyes to if they were in the UAE, they would not be able to do this to me. Maybe not even years back. Like insulting someone here, insulting someone here, calling someone an idiot here is a crime. It's a criminal offense in the UAE. So I thought, okay, maybe, the restlessness, the pain is so much mental, psychological, physical also. It's taken a toll. Of course, my aunt was saying that, if the mind has it's taken a toll on your, it affects the physical body. It affects you physically, right? And for so many years now, to year 2000 it started. So whoever was on Desi chat, Anand Kiran and Adila Sheikh. And then the car she came, I didn't notice. I did get in my mind that my aunt, my grand aunt, now her son has this kind of a car he can afford, an engineer, NAD graduate, middle class family. So ruined, like financial problems. They got up, and how they systematically brainwashed my sister. So I could turn, I started to abuse and all this. And there was a voice coming, why have you hit her? So my aunt used to tell me that the witch wants you to do these things, right? So she finds out but we can't stop her. So it's actually not me getting angry or hitting someone, a sibling in the house. And so much complain against my father, and not even like her father and my father, but against my mother, our mother, in the school, St. Michael's School. And then even my other aunt she got cancer. Okay, so she was like, so the middle class family, maybe through the help of a group of people like their friends, Ejaz, I think Ejaz Mirza has some influence in Karachi University or some university, like education. So ruined us. You won't believe it. So like they say, I have wondered since childhood I've been jinxed or what. Have had like my teacher saying I stuck my tongue out at these Parsis who were crossing the road and we were in the car. I did not stick my tongue out to them. Before that, my grandmother and all this, so that I would abuse, just standing there abusing every time. They set this up, and my mother would punish me with, we call that heated match. When I was a child of 3.5 or 4 years old, middle class family. So what they did to my sister, systematically making her hate me, hate us, and all this, right? Even now in Dubai, it's quite strange when I lived with her. And so I would, like the love I got from my cousins, Raju, second cousins, Ashwar. Okay, there some, but I asked myself, like, but you know, this Yusuf Agha Mahmud, he always kept his distance and kind of lied against me. So I'm worried that they're using, you know, they've got this criminal Shia, maybe Sayyids, who can use jinns and all this, right? Muakils, they're called. The ones you control, the jinns you control, to make them do things, bad things. Harm others, this is another form of, this is a form of black magic. So then I was thinking, oh, it's better late than never, to announce, go to the page I've made for my principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, when she was my principal in St. Joseph's College, to say, please don't take help from Hajri, Suhaila, or other name, Agha Mahmud, and Yusuf Agha Mahmud. Okay, there are certain things that were coming on my father. I suspected those I've suspected. My father, you know, but one thing happened, and this Yusuf Agha Mahmud lied against me, and I can, if I can show where I was and where I picked up the phone. Somewhere in 1989, I think, right? And so, of course, like, who would benefit the most in this to make me go insane when they were saying, Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi came and they said, oh, you have to go to a psychiatrist when he left for London. So they evade, they escape. Even on MSN Messenger, they would evade. It's not like load shedding has happened, you know, and they wouldn't answer back. And Irfan, another one, oh, she asked so many questions and all this. But of course, because they came in such a way, I had to ask them. Now they tell me one that they had a dream, and then they drop off Messenger, right? Chat. Now I was introduced to Irfan through Adila Sheikh or someone on chat. So they were all, and Anand Kiran, and then there was Atif Malik, and Yusuf Zaidi also. So, you know how they can they just have to get to the main mother to destroy the whole family, their children and all. You know, if the mother is not well, or one person, no, not the brother or the son but the mother is very important. Seems like my mother and I, we've been extremely unlucky. First of all, to my mother getting married in this family. Another thing is that this my mother's family member, this one, they've hardly, Hajri was spreading rumors and I took it. But before that also, like, false rumors, and I'd written in my teenage years when I found out that, you know, even if the world thinks you're notorious, you just have to explain it to God. But you really don't have to explain it to God. God already knows what's in, that you are what you are, right? So, like, recently, another shock, some years back, I was on the phone with my mother's sister. I can't change names and all this, sorry, yeah? In Canada, she's in Canada. to save, and she's done something wrong that I need to say, not I needed, but, I felt very guilty. Like, you know, sorry, it's not like I want to save to be a hero. No, no. It's a duty, it's a responsibility, it's humanity. And I've suffered so much that I don't want anyone to. Why should other people suffer like this? And I've always questioned God on that. Why do you allow evil to exist and all this? Why can't you save her? So, we need to speak about this. And no, it's my responsibility. It's so terrible what my aunt has done to this family I know. Maybe made her into a maid. That is terrible. She was my mother's age, I think, a friend, family friends. We've known their family for ages. Her also, her husband's mother, since then, Irani, Pakistani, like that. So anyways, I don't mean to boast about my, but so this, and the reason why I made this Facebook page, before I forget, on these people, criminal case. See, it's a criminal offense here. So it opened my eyes. They could kill me. They could even, I don't know if Yusuf, Zaidi, Scott, the ones they used. But my sister was saying, but she was able to go to work and all this. And Raju told me one Eid, my mother's cousin, if he doesn't mind taking his name. I've said things against him also. But who benefits the most? So this time I remembered when God told me, and Yusuf Agha Mahmud's name is coming out again and again. So it was my sister's computer I was using for the internet. Oh, they can make the person, this black magic. Oh, someone I know, he used to hit his mother and sister also. Very fun. It's so painful, like you can wanna tear your clothes, run outside, scream, and the best part, I don't know how to say this, right? If it's black magic, nothing helps. Okay, temporarily I can take a painkiller, but how many times in a month, I take a painkiller, and a very strong one now, for my headaches. Very terrible headaches, like sickening headaches. You want to throw up. I can't take this, but you can't say, right? You can't. Your meat with mad meat, mad cow meat. Oh, I can't explain this headache. People get migraines and they have had. So all this I can't explain. In just a minute, I just have to put something on. So, this. Okay. You got it? Why I had to take names out. Criminal case against Suhail Hajri, as we know her, and the other Suhaila, and both sister and brother. Yusuf Agha Mahmud. Oh, that's terrible. So, I don't like to come here and break down or act mad, or there are people who behave themselves, even though they can get angry, but angry at someone, then you kind of, when your anger subsides, then you come. I had to cut off myself from social gatherings also, because the compulsion to say it, and the power, if you don't, it hurts you. You see, so the demons they've put in me, or what, it is very painful. So don't forget that. Oh, and then recently I remembered my mind had crossed 1997. From vacation I came from London. I used to come to Karachi for my vacations. Easter, it was even, that's expensive, yeah. Easter, December, so Christmas and summer, 4 months. Summer, uh, check out of my hostel, very easy. Like we didn't have contracts and all this. So just check out and check in again and get the same. They told me I will give you the same room. Don't worry if you have to check out. So I was like, great. So, I don't have to pay there and keep a contract. Anyways, the point I'm forgetting. And, they don't allow me to come to the point so that I forget and all this. Oh, it's so painful. And let me see if I can talk about this properly. So since I don't want to, like last night I was like, no, I don't want to look at Hajri, I don't want to look at this Yusuf. Their hatred. Yusuf has a very strong, toxic, poisonous, like my bones. They put some, the jinns. So I've forgotten, sorry, the previous how to. Oh, not how to, but I forgot what point I must complete. I apologize. Yeah, they won't let me. In fact, I'm not abusing, and I'm not. That's a great. Someone's holding me not to. Not. So before year 2000, here I came, and my sister Ramadan also like. Now she has an upper hand because she's working and I'm not working and I'm dependent on her. So they got my sister, yeah. They got like, Yusuf Agha Mahmood. And I used to write letter for you. I wrote a letter for you when you were born. As if we were going to throw her to give her away. Some people would say, mother is not well. Or even the youngest brother that was born, the youngest child of my mother, aunts taking care. What's the big deal about that, right? My own mother, who was the firstborn of her parents, lived with her, brought up by my grandfather's, her father's other sister, Zahra auntie. My mother never complained like what they've made my sister. And here in Ramadan, like the sister coming, opening the lights over, like it's okay. But how confidently and then the thing started, a phone all the time, right? Most of the time on the phone, mobile. And then BC, I'm like, what? And as an older sister now, what can I say to her? And I'm breaking in this one room that she's given me, and I can't use her TV room and all this, right? So she keeps the prayer open, like, they're really religious people, like Quran open on TV is going to help remove, or they think that I have done black magic on them. She once did tell me this, that they believe that their other relatives, like closer to me, my aunts, have done black magic on them, and like Mutahar or someone, and so they're scared of that, and like Mutahar. And so my sister was living with them because they took her. Told me this. And there's a lot of like, so they must have told her. Once I was teasing my sister. I loved my sister. I played with my sister, and I used to tease Auntie Bella's granddaughter, the female one, more than her grandson. Like when they used to come to my house, it's not like I never. So I was told in this fight between my sister and I in our house in Dubai that I wanted to kill my sister. She told me I wanted to kill her through black magic in my childhood days. So I said, what? And how can I tell you that I didn't want to kill you, and I have not gone to a jadugar, right? Where jadoo? Maybe they wanted to kill my mother because she bled a lot and Homa was born during labor. So they sent us, they said, where do you want to go? I said, I want to go to Mr. Sa's house in 1980. So Zuhair and my brother, this one that now disowned, because it was a very serious case, my mother could have died. And because my mother didn't go to the hospital, and so my sister was born at home with the midwife there and some family members. So they sent me and my brother. They said, where do you want to go? We said, I said, I want to go. So my brother had to come along with me to Mr. Sa's place. So these kind of poisonous things against our mother also, right? And another thing is, when you're strong, when we don't, like she told me that when she was telling me, I didn't want to create hatred. You know how we keep quiet. So keeping quiet, taking it. And you know, I had my own crisis. I couldn't give love or attention to my family much like the way I should. Right? Things were really bad, right? Aggravated, agitated, depressed, separated from Mr. Sa. And adjusting to local schools was also very difficult for me. Excuse me, let the plane pass by. So there's, okay, that's why I've done this. I don't, whether social media will accept this or not. No, it's not a plane, it's someone. What's happening here? Someone's cleaning something. It sounds like, okay. So, okay, they might kill me, but you know, for justice, it's not for revenge. This is just, so sometimes, you know, we kept quiet for the longest time against these people who Haji was spreading false rumors against us. Not only me, and Muttar told me over the phone this time. I said, you know, Mamie came over and asked me, so the way I replied to Mamie, she said, I understand, because Hajri was Mamie's niece also. And they told Mamie also. But Muttar said, what telling Mamie? Yeah, that great aunt, grandaunt, a great person. Hajri came with her mother, Yani Muttar's aunt, and my mother's aunt, and told my grandfather. So what is there like? And so Muqaddas, the youngest aunt of mine, should have told her father, okay, Baba, Abba, Hajri has lied against me also in 14 Masumin, Imam Barga there in front. I told Zahra before that, Ruxana has come from Tandotoro. Try to find out what are we prostitutes. So no, we're not prostitutes. She found that out. Hajri had. And moreover, Hajri telling people, her uncle, mother's brother, that I took her to a man. I was taking her to men, and remember, she's 8 years older than me, right? So my father, instead of Muqaddas coming forth and intervening and saying, this one lies against us and all this, she let her father use reason, logic, that my granddaughter is, this is what my grandfather said, my granddaughter is like 8 years younger to you, and if she's taking you to men, why are you going with her, right? So I was like, Mutar, lie, gone to her uncle, My grandfather with her mother to that far? And you people didn't tell me this? That's why Mamie came over, my late grandaunt, to ask me. And that was before Mamie passed away, 1985 maybe, or 1986. And she's carried on from 1978 since they came to near our house, leaving Lee Market. And took my sister, moreover. I thought अच्छा सुधर गए होंगे अब ये लोग हम लोग studios बनाएंगे इसको तुमसे भी ज़्यादा, they said. More than you. I said, oh, great. And because she's happy when she comes to our house, I said, okay, she's happy. I didn't think they're going to just take her, and they completely made her hate me, my mother, and all that, and whatever was happening in the house. Later, so she continued from 1979 to 1985, where Mamie came before her death to my place, asking me, because Mamie had, she died of cancer, unfortunately. And we're not saying anything. My mother has told me, the gold chain they took to the Sonara jewelry shop to get it fixed, get your something of, please get it back from them. I said, Amma, no, I can't ask them. I was asking them, where's my gold chain? Right? Please. She was like, Zahra. My mother was like, ask them. It never came back to me from the jewelry shop. They said they had gone. Another thing was, after leaving Karachi American School, they said Father Lobo has taken 1,000 rupees. And I didn't meet her. Hajri has gone herself to Father Lobo. So before even going to the St. Joseph School, right, for an admission, we have to pay Father Lobo. Donation, 10,000, and then he will get, so this is indirect. Like not when are the admissions open so I can go myself. Anyways, they said your age, I had lost years sitting at home. I had separated from his design, not being able to adjust to the local schools. So, I was above the age for O levels to join convent school, St. Joseph's Convent School. But Father Lobo took 1,000 rupees at that time. 1984 or 85. No, 1985. 80s. So, separated 1984. 1 year I lost. Yeah, 1 year, after 1 year, 80. And I don't even know whether this money went to Father Lobo or not. Because Hajri didn't take me to Father Lobo. Okay, I know the ADMATS copies came from, photocopies came from Miss Fawzia Fikri, the teacher in St. Joseph's School. Now they could have asked her what admissions, how can we, instead of giving Father Lobo donations, 1,000 rupees, or it's okay for my father, that's nothing, but still, what? In retrospect, I was like, maybe Father Lobo didn't take this money and they put it in their pocket. Another thing is they were the ones who came and said, we have seen, it's always the mother and the daughter coming to say, we have seen Miss Desai at Fikri, the Fikri, head of Fikri passed away. So when they told me in 1997, the intuition coming that we will give your mummy cancer, your princey. So you see, they didn't say the intuitive feeling that was coming to me, sense that it wasn't I will give your mummy, your principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, cancer. It was we. Please, if there's some way to stop these people, because I can't reach them, right? I couldn't reach them. And then, they can make a person go insane in such a way to hit his mother, his sister. And of course, he must be in a lot of pain. And his mother. So I have this case, and I was worried about him one night. And my great grandfather, my father's grandfather, um, and Sayyid Mehdi or Sayyid Mahsen al Hakim, when he was young, we had his picture because he was the marja of the Khoja Ishna Sharis. So we had his picture. Haji Habib's house had his picture. He came. But my great grandfather spoke to me when I fell asleep in my mother's room. Um, that don't be afraid, we are with you. So I was like sulking. I was like, why couldn't Imam, for the sake, yeah, Imam Hussain. Mother was going from pillar to post, and a middle class family, husband, ENT, my uncle, my mother's uncle. Oh, ouch, cousin. Oh, sorry, not uncle. My mother's cousin's husband, also from my mother's community. And so they finally made me go insane. Like, I had this fear, like maybe his son. It's too much for me because I feel my privacy violated. I haven't been able to work, so shouldn't it have come on my sister also? Like one day, I was told she was saying that her back was burning a lot in Dubai. And another time, when Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi came, maybe she acted because she's on their side, So she would criticize, sorry, it's not hate, but I have to say this, like, look at what they've made her into. I'm not blaming her, but what they made her into. Yusuf, Agha Mahmood, and all these, Hajri and all. So she would complain against Raju for talking too much. But you know what? Yusuf Agha Mahmood. And now NED, now he started to work. So he's given her money, right? He's given her money pitched in. And she saved some, she told me, for her computer. I said, how could you afford this computer? When my father hasn't got one for his house children. She said, oh, I saved money and she's a good saver. Ouch, my neck. And Yusuf, Mama, Uncle, pitched in, helped out. Oh, she had some restlessness, like she started to pray on the Janama. She was on the Musalla. At the time I was talking to Yusuf on the computer, and she's come and she's told me, while I was standing at the Janama's, it was like, go and do this to your sister, eldest sister, like blow on her. So she's come, like I'm talking to Yusuf Zaidi, not Yusuf Agha Mahmood, never him. I would not, he's a, so he's like very, I didn't get any like kind, nice feelings from him. So she's come and blown on me. I was like, oh, because so could it be that they're connected, Yusuf? And of course they're going to help. Hajri made people go against. She has a knack of even having, getting men's attention and all that. So yes, I didn't take her to men, but she was the one who wanted to go to a doctor there where my mother had arranged. I don't know how. Like my mother, right? Her sister was one eye cockeyed, right? Because of that other pox or something. So, or born like that. And In 1978, she's found a doctor. Now there's Hamdard School and library there. The hospital is gone. So my mother found this doctor there who operated on my aunt, a senior doctor, but Hajri became close to a Sindhi doctor. And I liked a nurse there. But when Hajri, you see, we were on Sea View right at the end and on the rocks, and I wasn't wearing my shoes. I was in Karachi American School. Hajri was with us, and the driver and all, Sea View. So something bit me on my foot, under my foot. So Hajri said, "Oh, this could be a snake bite and it's poisonous. It could be poisonous, and you could lose your leg." Now she wants to take me that far as that, where Hamdard is. Oh God, the Wagyu Saints, Crocodile Saint. Can't remember the place name of that place where my mother took. So still the doctor, young doctor, is there, Cindy, and they had a underground, like they had this emergency area, maybe underground or ground, but it's like rockery and inside. No, we go there. And I told her, no, I want to go to Dr. Wajid. I'll go to Dr. Wajid's clinic, right? And anyways, it's going to take a long time to go to that hospital. Rather than near our house is Dr. Wajid. It's a hospital. No, she's like, no, she managed to, like, convince, like, she forced, but force and insisting, I had to give in to her. And she's taken me there, and the doctor, Sindhi doctor, has come and said, yes, that's very good that you people came. And she's talking to him and smiling, and okay. After that incident, Mimi has come saying, why did you take her? Zahra, you're taking Hajri to men? I said, no, Mimi. Right? So Mimi knew because Mimi was living with my aunt when she was in the hospital where my mother found a doctor and so had her sister's eye operation done there. And I used to go to this lady nurse's house nearby. And she would sit outside on her door's steps, and I just talked to her and never went in or anything. And then, like, I said, maybe no. I like that nurse there, and that Cindy doctor, the junior one. Maybe said, and this, samjhi ways. And she left. So it was Hajri who took me. So I feel jinxed since childhood. False accusations. But this is not only on me, Hajri was on her cousins, my mother's younger sisters. So she, Ejaz Mirza, Hyderabad, Sindhi, were their friends. So even Mutar told me that Ejaz Mirza wala, Ejaz Bhai used to give me such dirty looks. Like I was like, what kind of dirty looks? Like badmash. Mutar said Ejaz Bhai was badmash. Badmash looks. Not those dirty looks which his wife used to give me. And the Mehman neighbor of mine, Az, where Hajri was very friendly with him. So my mother was opening a parlor in our house. She used to come and, we tried. But then my father said that he had so much money that he could make 7 generations sit and have, sit and sit and eat. So you don't have to work, open a parlor. But Sarina auntie and Masuma auntie, my mother's relatives, who lived near the, um, I can't say. So when Hajri came and she started taking me there, finished. But the only person she couldn't get me go against, oh no, she made me go against, oh, I don't know what she did to Mrs. Abbas. That Mrs. Abbas tried to say things to me. Then I said one day to Hajri, go and get my books from her house desk, that, yeah, her house was open. Hajri, of course, Hajri's mother's friend also. I used to go for tuitions there. And so headaches, I don't know. We used to get headaches, yeah. So Mrs. Abbas and they used to always Imam Ali's Kahani story, miracle story, Jumerat, Bari Murad. Thursday night, big prayer wish come true night. Okay, so, but then Mrs. Abbas would come to my birthdays later on. So. But she couldn't make Mrs. Abbas go against me in the way she made my mother's relatives and the neighbor and her friends, Mirza Ijaz and his wife, go against me and give me those dirty looks. So when Yusuf Zaidi told me after the bomb blast at Karachi, Imam Barga, Imam Raza or Imam Ali Raza Imam Barga, that those because I know you're not so you can't go there. It's all this thing, right? What do you call it? So you can't go there, and they're my relatives. Oh, and if I come here and start misbehaving, abusing and all this, and please don't expect too much from me, right? If you didn't get it right in the Quran, don't expect. Like I'm really tired, yeah. So I'm not well, so I'm doing whatever is little bit left in me for this. So my live streams and live chats can't be like everyone putting in the live chat and whatever we get, of course, freedom. But this is on religion. So in debates also, I feel that it should be that a judge should be very qualified, should know both subjects, atheism and Islam, to be a judge. And these kind of chats, coming from people, oh, this, that, our opinions shouldn't matter. And we have to be very careful. So I want my live chat to be different. Not that I wouldn't allow you. You can open your chat for freedom of speech, say anything you like and all this, but not on the religion thing. I then have to double check, like listening, taking things from Christian Prince also, ex-Muslim Arisha also, before that David Wood also. But checking in my own way and how I come, you see, it's very different from how some Indian Hindus have come, right? So the position of the Shias, the position of Shiism in this, the position of Sunni Islam in this. So this, instead of, just going to the, saying something like, so this man put it very good, Shafiq Khan. So in that debate of with Muslim and ex-Muslim, Christian convert, ex-Muslim who's a Christian now, said that, he doesn't like the way David Wood does it. But what I liked, what he said was that, you should take the highest form of what is the position of Islam and then debate or discuss with them or try to help them. Otherwise, you won't be able to do that. But they have, David Wood has succeeded maybe in challenging and they failed, but so some of the things I agreed, like in this that you take the high position of what Islam is saying, not your own, that, oh, this Prophet Muhammad lusting and this, callously putting it like this, right? So, this way. And then I had started ban this Quran, look at this. So on the basis, like the way I do it, and when I give the position of the Shia, Euler was saying that I'm a Shia. you know, there. God knows he goes, oh my God. But not only Muslims giving us problems, but Christians giving me problems here as an ex-Muslim on their channels also. So, like some Muslims say that ex-Muslims say we don't put our name as an ex-Muslim. And then Sam Shaman, even when I had another name, okay, she's a troll, she's a liar, and he thought I was Christian, God knows what. Or she's not a Christian, she's lying. I wasn't a Christian and I didn't put ex-Muslim there. It was against Gulzar Elia. I had changed. She keeps changing her name here on YouTube and with Adam Seeker and Sahel. On Muhammadan law and Moses' law, they were comparing, showing that a Mosaic law is better than Muhammadan law also. So, if I don't put my next to my name here, ex-Muslim, then the Christians could take me as a Muslim and still asking, when I've got Ex-Shia, are you an ex-Muslim on Christian channels live chat? They can't see that I'm an ex-Muslim. When I just put Ex-Shia. Oh my God, so, ouch. Tuck. So I need to find healing for my neck. It's very painful. Not a slightly nagging pain. Sorry, excuse me. So there are some. I have to. Some nodules here or bumps. So I have to get healing done online. I don't know who to trust. I'm sorry, healers. The way I've been deceived, it's like no one, the cunning way, pretending to be friends, caring. But no, Yusuf Agha Mahmud was never caring or this kind of thing. Cold, dull. And he lied against me because he was angry at my mother hitting her aunt, getting into a fight with her aunt. Now, this was 1989. Now, I think my mother also wasn't well and she was on psychiatric medications, and I was telling her to stop taking Halcyon because it can kill you. It can also make you aggressive. The side effects of Halcyon I read in a fashion magazine. And at that time, these drugs she was taking, right? And they have side effects. So if her aunt, again and again, like even Muhtar was telling me, tired, puri community mein bol diya ke Babu, my father, sorry, his nickname, कि वो पैसे नहीं दे रहा है सीताराम उमा के लिए. Then Appa, oh, I've got to tell you this. My brother told my mother, and they weren't even there. But I don't know whether he went there and told, you know what, he had an accident and I had a nightmare about my brother. We were on a wooden plank or a boat, wooden. I can't remember if it was a wooden plank, and it's the sea. And the seal comes, black seal, but it gets my brother, and I can't save him, my brother's face, right? But he said, oh, so after that when he said कि ये क्या बोल रहे हैं अम्मा, इनको बोलो हुमा को वापस भेजे हमारे घर. sent Oma back to us. And that was in the old house. You know what happened? He had an accident on his motorbike. Dukrai, and I'm trying to do hypnosis with him. Suggestions, nahi dukrai, no, it's not hurting. And so I was in bed lying with him, like, my brother, like holding him and saying, Abbas, see, it's not hurting. His leg was broken. Okay, the doctor came and then, so accidents happening, prone to accident. What curse they put on us or what? So when thinking like this, I'm scared to go out in a taxi, you know. So since I've put this on Facebook, their names, criminal case, they're not bad apples like Lubna would call the British Pakistani, some of them. They're criminals. According to UAE law, if UAE law was applied in Pakistan long time ago, then it would be a criminal offense of what Yusuf Agha Mahmood told me over the phone and what Hajri has done, spread false rumors against me and my two aunts, or three aunts. And then Ruxana came from Tandoor Toro. And she was very scared of Ejaz. She said, if Ejaz Bhai finds me outside in the old house, I don't know. I don't think. Oh, this is 79 now. My sister isn't born, right? Or was it? So yeah, I can't remember if my youngest sister was born even at that time. Continues with this Hajri going on, spreading false rumors against. So, accident. Okay, back to my brother's. So after that, my brother had a very bad accident. He broke his leg on the motorbike. And I had a nightmare about him and myself. Like the seal is after us, the black seal in the sea. And we're on a boat, wooden boat or a wooden plank, only a very side. It has very short. And the seal gets to my brother's face. So, shouldn't it be a criminal offense? And we didn't say anything like on this now. I'm jumping to, oh God, like even spreading false rumors. Should have stopped these people. Or what should have been done? Please, community members. Please, oh people, humanity. You see, now stoic, like these false friends and, they can destroy your life, make you notorious. Oh my God, how they betray you. They take you into confidence. Emotionally also, oh, we've come to help you. Oh, I worry about you so much, right? Tell me what you're going through. But when you shine, when you've got out of that, God has given you a miracle. It's like, no, it can't be like this. That, Laila, it can't be that, that's my, just change my name. It can't be that your feelings have changed. That you don't have anymore any desire. When God gave you the miracle, when you got out of this. So feelings can become subliminal, desires can change, transform. And now this person is making me doubt myself. But then she's saying to me another time, no, but not like the way I'm saying it, but in a very nice way that you can believe her, not my tone. So, no one should make you doubt yourself. Question you in such a way to make you doubt yourself. So, unbelievable hypocrisy, and younger than me. So, yeah, who benefits the most, right? Of course, because of what my mother did to her aunt. So there was Yusuf Agha Mahmud's mother, and what he said when he called, without investigate, without saying that I wasn't even there. And in fact, for justice, against my mother, I would say, Amma, why did you do this to your aunt? Okay, at least not raise your hand against her. But she's not well, so we've got to understand that. And many other mitigating circumstances. So lying, telling me that I go to men, a man upstairs somewhere. At that time, I was in St. Michael's. The nurse of St. Michael's, a Christian nurse, Father Augustine, had come from America. He had a counseling certificate, counsel people, the priest, Catholic priests. So she suggested, the nurse of St. Michael's High School, that I go there and it's near Mirza's house, Ejaz Mirza house. Upstairs, I used to go on the roof. There was a attic, the whole sitting and all. Father Augustine for counseling. And what Yusuf Agha Mahmud has told me, that you go to a man to get bad things done. Like a badmashi, to do badmashi. You know what, in English? That's a criminal offense here in the UAE. But again, I never told my mother, no, now we're not going to send Homa back there once she comes here. That poor girl would think, oh, what is this? They're having a fight, and I want to go back to my aunt, grandma. I know how people miss. Only one friend I had to say, no, I shouldn't meet her. Because what Faisal told me also, and the way they used to take her without telling my mother, out of for New Year's night, but okay, with the mother, but still I was like, no, they should tell my mother that they're taking her. How is it that the mother is also careless, and the mother was divorced, and so the mother and the daughter would come, and my sister had become friends with her daughter. I don't know. So then she resented that. So they made her like this. I heard in St. Michael's rumors that your sister is spreading these rumors, I don't know from whom, that your mother is very strict and she doesn't let her meet her friends or go to a friend's place. In fact, it should be a grand aunt and Hajiri and all this. Oh my God. Such false rumors against our mother. So this is what they made my sister, younger sister, like. And so how could I get along with them? And I found these letters. And okay, that's it. So they made her really terrible, like. Oh, me too. I think they made me like this. So you're getting all this. So there are jinns that you use, yeah, murakils. That's how you can do black magic. Oh God, this Yusuf Agha Mahmud vision, in my vision, I don't want to see her. Him is a very bad energy, toxic, poison. It's like my bones will melt. I've got this funny feeling, fizzy, under my skin. Since yeah, it's not a good. Oh, it's terrible. I might scream, or so I better go now. No, I can't take this. But they say resisting is bad, so let him be in your vision. I was doing hijab outside in year 2000 now. He's staring at me for longest time. Shireen auntie took a long time to open her door, apartment door, house door. Sorry. Oh, Some funny feeling I'm getting. Oh, sorry, sorry, I have to take a break. And then I'll come again if you don't mind, your subscribers, bell icons who have pressed the bell icon. I have to go now, it's terrible.